Imagine this: you're a German soldier during World War II, it's the dead of night, and suddenly you hear the rumble of tanks, orders being shouted, radios buzzing. It sounds like an entire army closing in on your position. But as dawn breaks, what do you find? Nothing but rows of rubber tanks and empty campsites. You've just been outsmarted by one of the most secretive and creative units of the Allied forces, the Ghost Army.
The Ghost Army, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, was a top-secret unit in World War II made up not of soldiers but of artists, designers, sound engineers, and actors. Their mission: to deceive the enemy and save lives through the art of illusion.
The Ghost Army's story sounds like something out of a Hollywood film, but it was very real. This elite unit was equipped not with guns or grenades, but with inflatable tanks, massive speakers, and clever disguises. Their goal: to make the Germans believe that an entire division was preparing for battle somewhere else entirely.
One of the Ghost Army's most famous deceptions was Operation Bedenburg. As the Allies pushed toward the Rhine, the Ghost Army was called in to create a diversion. They set up fake tanks and artillery near the German lines, complete with loudspeakers projecting sounds of soldiers moving, trucks rumbling, and machinery clanking. At night, they lit fires and left empty ration packs to create the illusion of a bustling camp.
These weren't your typical tanks. Each one was inflatable, lightweight enough for a couple of men to carry, yet detailed enough to fool German scouts from a distance. And it wasn't just tanks, there were fake planes, trucks, and even fake soldiers, all carefully positioned to sell the illusion.
When the Germans saw this display, they panicked, reinforcing their positions and diverting troops away from the actual Allied attack point. This allowed the real Allied forces to push forward with minimal resistance.
What's amazing is that the Ghost Army used every creative tool available. They painted trucks to look like entire squadrons, made fake radio transmissions, and used decoy soldiers to fool the Germans into thinking their numbers were larger than they were.
Equipped with the latest in audio technology, they recorded the sounds of entire battalions, tanks, jeeps, soldiers on the move. These sounds were blasted across fields, filling the night with an artificial symphony of war.
After the war, the Ghost Army's existence was kept secret for decades. The unit's story only came to light in the 1990s when their mission was finally declassified. Today, we know them as the soldiers who fought with paintbrushes, sound equipment, and pure ingenuity.
These artists and illusionists saved thousands of lives through deception, staging a series of ghostly battles that are still legendary in military history. They proved that in war, sometimes the greatest weapon is the power of imagination.
Thanks to the Ghost Army, the Allies were able to outwit and outmaneuver the enemy, turning the tide of the war in ways few could have imagined. If you're fascinated by stories of military creativity and bravery, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us next time for more incredible history.